How is everyone doing? Man, that kicked in late. Okay, couple of updates. Sorry again for the lack of activity. Let's just say, okay, well, I'll be blunt. It was this huge commission that I had to do. It started out, and there were many, many changes, and it's a person I previously worked for. We do have like this love and hate relationship when it comes to like modifying change and all that, and this does require a lot more, let's say, teamwork type of mechanic. It requires a Resident Evil Revelation 2 teamwork mechanic to actually get this to go right. So, anyway, that contract's passed, and I am hoping that I can get like a better sync with that person when it comes to our teamwork. Also, I am drawing and talking at the same time. The worst thing I could do right now. That is another thing. I will post, or I will attempt to post much more process videos along with the Patreon exclusive stuff that will be for, Patreon supporters. Because right now, when it comes to gaming, the only game I really play is Awesome Knots, and I am preparing something a bit more for that one secret agent character that we've previously encountered. That's been going on for a while, and I think it's mostly because when it comes to time, I haven't really had time to close off and finish that footage. But it's getting close. I'll kick myself in the nuts this week and just go for it. Now, a couple of other things. When it comes to Yakuza Ishin, we are about to get it done next week. Yeah, the previous videos or the previous streams, dear God, that level gap just kicked my ass. And I can hear Demon Lord in the background just going, I told you to do the side quest. Yeah, F you, Japanese game. But yeah, I could definitely feel the fact that if I had done many more side quests, then I would have been in a better shape, and I wouldn't have had to do like this I should say 6 hour grind at this point. Well, eventually at the end, I just started going the streets, beating up people, getting more money, going into the battle dungeon, getting all the materials, trying to get my super dragon sword or whatever, and it took a long, long time. And I didn't finish all the battle dungeon, but I think I got my armor and weapons to a point where I'm actually able to just take on the final level. Because man, that previous level, whoever saw me fight with the Tree Samurai guys, that was like the pinnacle of anger. Pinnacle anger, or wish I should reflect upon this face. You see, this is why drawing and talking just doesn't work, alright? Once you draw, you stay in your environment, but hey, that's my fault. I didn't have anything else in the background, alright? And I didn't want to bore you guys with some more Awesome Knots. But I love Awesome Knots. I play this regularly with the folks at Angry Mandy channel. Plus, there's a couple of game reviews or indie games look at to tell you, if they would buy it or not. And those are some really interesting videos to check out. I think I've participated in one of them. It may have been the Gang Beast video. And then there's more. So trying to set that up. Everything seems to be going chill over there. We're learning some from our critiques and just moving on ahead. I'm the only one that's just haven't been able to move this entire period, these entire 3 weeks. So it's like, okay, well, commission, okay, perfect, top priority, but there's a lot of change, damn. And a couple of a miniature little scuffle, I could say, that could have happened at work. Scuffle is just being, okay, lack of better words. Lots and lots of anger happening at work. Not from simply me, but mostly people who are from a specific agency that now just out of nowhere came and gave us that little notice that, oh yeah guys, we're gonna have to push your paychecks. Instead of like 3 days after 2 weeks, you're gonna get this shit 9 days after this. Oh, effective immediately. And it's like, wait, what? So yeah, you're not gonna get that paycheck that's coming up. Wait, fuck you. And we had to blitz them with emails just to get the whole what the fuck is going on. So after, we had a giant meeting, and of course they had to push the shit back, because for fuck's sake, you can't and that's business tip to anyone. It's just simple logic, okay? You can't just tell everyone that you are going to push their pay another week effective immediately, because a lot of people did not see this shit coming. Well, rightfully so. And a lot of people were pissed because they couldn't manage their budget. So, of course, that thing's been pushed to the next month, which is good in a sense, yet the reasoning behind the whole thing is even more frustrating. So, people, when I tell you game testing is currently garbage, when it comes to big studios or working with agency, it is current garbage. I am going to pull off that vlog when it comes to, you know, the times I did game testing, this, let's say, the true out and blah blah blah, because I do feel I am at the end of this whole career. Like, it's not like what it used to be. It's not the environment it used to be. There's a lot of political games popping up, and frankly, personally, I'm getting sick and tired of it. I'm getting really angry. My motivation when it comes to work is ass. Okay, no, it's not complete ass. I do get a lot of glee from finding a lot of, let's say, issues or messing around with the AI, but I'm a speed playthrough type of person when it comes to testing, and I'm being placed on another department. So that's one thing, and then just, you know, being in an agency doesn't give me squad assurance of actually being part of the company I'm being sent in, and that is a critical thing that is just getting me very, very jaded these days. Mostly, well, a bit more on that on the whole vlog about game testing, but yes, it's not like before. It doesn't matter. Like, there's a lot of things that just don't matter, and there's a lot of sucking up that needs to be done now, and I'm kind of sick of it. So I don't know what's going to be happening in the next few months. Right now, I just want to give, give my maximum percentage when it comes to the artwork I owe people, the artwork people are paying for, and this comic at the same time. I am finding some new moves that I will just attempt to sync and synchronize, yet when it comes to digital work, this seems to be the state I'm at right now, or the level I'm at. When it comes to pencil work, well, you can check on Instagram. I'm getting back into those, a different set of motions I've had back in college. And it's kind of interesting, just the live and learn type of stuff, the back and forth. Anyway, it's interesting, and then maybe I could go and do some kind of an analysis vlog on that as well, because there's been a lot of shit going on and that's what I see when it comes to my own personal art career or art journey. There's been a lot of weird twists and turns. Well, I wouldn't say weird, but just twists and turn. And well, might as well talk about it. Who knows? A person might learn from it or not. But I guess right now, the main tip is not to draw and talk at the same time, or maybe yes, maybe not. I don't fully understand it, and believe me, I'm trying to understand what's going on. Aside from that, wow, I do want to get Final Fantasy Type 0, but money is an issue. Again, relating to, you know, what's going to be happening with my agency, the game testing agency, and also, you know, the February to March type of transition budget-wise. Oh God, it hurts a bit, but we'll go through it, right? That's why I am offering, you know, $5 digital busts sketches. I guess I could leave the link in the description, and you guys could just contact me or whatever, or pass it along. I mean, I'm always up for a drawing challenge, and so far I had to deal with some hairy situations, but some cool, really cool drawings so far. So hey, it's getting me to learn my digital a bit more. It's getting me to just think otherwise when it comes to digital. So let's go, right? About this channel, yeah, things are going to be slowing down. Well, they already did. Sorry. Really sorry. I gotta manage both this Patreon and like just put order back into my projects, including the Mr. Shoot thing, the game design run back, wondering if I'm gonna do it or not, or if I'm gonna keep up with it. Just I don't know. There's this big transition going on right now where I want to put my maximum into artwork, yet this is diminishing my gaming, and well, at the same time, I do this artwork and this, well, to get to do some kind of a gaming project as well. Yet I also want to finish this project, just Mortal Kombat style, finish it, and also let loose. There's a lot of letting loose when it comes to artwork, and believe me, it is something that will help you not to stay restrained to a specific technique, but to just let loose. Now, my only problem is when it comes to working on a comic, I kind of have to keep things consistent, or do I? A lot of things I'm going to have to investigate and just go crazy. Yet, when it comes to, you know, again, current status, sketchy, 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 sketchy. This is what I love. When it comes to rendered, we'll see. We'll see where I go with this, but it's all about emotion, feeling within the sketch, and just trying to understand this whole thing, which I can't really do so because I am talking right now. This is gonna make streaming drawing boring for everyone, isn't it? Right? You guys are gonna be like, "Why isn't he talking?" And you're like, "No one talks while they draw." That is another idea I kind of want to just joke around with. Segata Sanshiro style. I kind of want to do that. I was always inspired by this kind of philosophy, and when I saw Segata Sanshiro, I flipped my shit on how funny the spoofing was. So I kind of want to, you know, kind of want to do something similar to that. But all that with time, and just ideas. And wow, look, bad planning. I already don't even know where I wanted to set that arm. Of course, I am working on a previous sketch, or from a No, I'm not! I started a previous sketch and then said, F you, I hate you, and then I did my own thing. And of course, during that moment, I didn't plan the whole picture. I just wanted to get the hand into a cool position and do click, and with a line that just goes, okay, I won't say too much. Anyway, this is the learning season, guys. There's a lot of things I'm personally learning, a lot of things I'm getting used to, and a lot of things I want to give you guys at the same time. And balancing all of this is the dreaded challenge, which I guess a lot of people had to face, right? Also, I do feel, well, okay, a lot of people have to face nowadays, but back in the old days, they would just draw. No joke, when I look at what they used to do. And that is something, one of those weird episodes, like late night after working on the specific commission I spoke about, I kind of want to take a break, and I went back and looked at Rembrandt. And I'm like, wow! Wow, that composition! And it was like going through time where you're seeing an era which you never lived in, but can feel relatively close to. Or you can feel the figures. Wow, what am I doing with this arm? It's not the right costume. I'm building her off the previous model. It was like going through time and seeing relatable figures, you know, but at a time you have never experienced or never, you know, never lived through. So looking at those paintings, I'm like, okay, let me just pick up my Rubens book and go, oh wow, this is like just looking through those at a new eye. And then I went to see Boris Vallejo and Julie Bell, and it's like, 80s! Yes! Kind of made me go crazy, but it was like going through time, and I know I skipped a few periods, because man, you can't just go from Rembrandt to Boris Vallejo and Julie Bell. You gotta, there's some miles, man, there's eras, but it is quite a trip just to, you know, do that little trip in time and acknowledge how some of these techniques are, you know, they're similar. You know, they're the base principle is similar, but you can see the preference of the era, and wow, it was quite a trip, as well as just people from different eras or different scenarios, but still being relatable, not just okay, this is a huge Amazon and blah blah blah. No, 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 this is an Amazon in a situation where she has to battle through armies of lizards in this distant planet. You know, it just went through a whole different, like, we're not trying to be real. Fuck that. We're trying to be real with our figures, but the setting is magical. The setting is something else. And I really love that about that era when it comes to Vallejo and Julie Bell and other artists in that era. I fucking love that. When it comes to Rembrandt and Rubens, I do love the. Well, they have a bit of that as well. Like I can't deny it. They have a bit of that as well when they start drawing the angel scenes, where they start drawing religious paintings. Even though, you know, me and religion, you know how I feel, right? But it's the art behind it, like the similar types of setting, and it's not trying to be real and serious business. So, yet they do have figures, shapes, and people, characters that we can relate to, facial expressions we can relate to. And that is the type of stuff that is great to notice and attempt to study. Relating, empathy, you know, or it's been difficult for my French language to say it, but you know. Woo! So, as you can see, like, there's a lot of things I want to think about, and it is difficult to just keep everything in check. It is difficult to learn everything, because hell, I'm even rereading Through the Illusion of Life by Disney and learning about those concepts that which I've just spoken about, you know, empathy, expression, emotion, yada yada yada, you know. There's a lot to learn, there's a lot to realize and understand. So it's a lot of restudy. It's a salty run back with my previous studying mechanics, post, not pre-college, maybe, yeah, pre-college. Because college was something else. College was interesting. There was a lot of ups and downs. Yet, I feel that I was more lost because of the program that I taken than found myself. And I guess, you know, that all of that shit may be spoken about in the art vlog, or that full art vlog. So again, I gotta keep up some lists, you know. There's the game testing vlog, there's the art vlog. I gotta take care of Patreon as well, because I've just set myself up for that. But I love drawing. And at the same time, talking about drawing is another thing I love. So let's go. Talking about gaming as well. There are... Fuck! There's some top 10s I have just set up, written. Man, okay. I'm gonna have to take a break from all this gameplay and just fucking get to work. Because there's some cool top 10s, a couple of commenters, YouTube commenters, video game music, or video game OST2Z, got a great suggestion and got my head just exploding with ideas, and it's like, yes, you've got a great idea, let me get down to it. And then, you know, just jotted it down a whole night and forgot it in my bloody freaking notebook that is here, which I keep taking notes and never reading back through it. So you see, it's a tad bit chaotic. It's not even the circle of life. I can't even make that joke. It's just too many things to take care of at the same time. And, well, I'm gonna have to figure somewhere out, right? Woo! Then started reading One Punch Man. One heck of a anime. Not an anime. There's an anime coming, but one heck of a manga. That person that I've met at Otakuton that suggested it, I'm gonna have to do something special for that person. Maybe a redraw of One Punch Man. Because I think that's the same person that asked me for a drawing of One Punch Man. You, sir, may get another drawing. because that was a great suggestion, which I wish I had time to check it back then, but now I am, months later. Speaking of which, Otakuton is coming. I'm gonna have to make some decisions. Alright, rambled on too much, but guys, thanks for your patience. I will at least get through this. It's a tough time, but, well, tough time, quote unquote. I'm not dead or extremely sick, even though there are some issues with the landlord I should talk about. But it's still a stressful time, and stress management techniques would be the best. Yet, multitasking stress management, I am getting to fork out. Thank you again. Keep up to date with the Twitter and Instagram. There's always going to be some posting there. The ROM HQ Facebook page, I will try and attempt to update it much more often. Either with what I have on Twitter, or if I find any awesome tutorials, I will poke them there. Because knowledge is free. Knowledge is power. And this was supposed to be an explosion. Okay, well, I'm out. Later, people. Thanks again. And remember, do what you want. But also like and subscribe and share in comments because you can. Something like that. Alright, like guys, game on. Guys and girls. Everyone. Nah, I'm doing this. I get it.